Okay, here we are back again. Today we are flying from Ballina, Yankee Bravo November Alpha, to Sydney, which is Yankee Sierra Sierra Yankee. So I've already sorted out the FMC. We're all ready to go. Our route is all sorted. I haven't started. We're going to look for pushback. What do we got here? I need to get rid of hide you. We're going to bring up, that's already up. Sky Vector, we'll bring that up, and Navigraph can come on board as well. And we'll leave them up and see how we go. Everything's running quite nicely actually, so everything's set. Now we'll just call for pushback.
Round to cockpit, show you we got your plan there. Give me a call through the menu when you're ready to go. Ground to cockpit, toast driving up right now.
Thanks. Okay, we're all waiting for our pushback to come. We'll just check the short, see everything with yaw dampers need to go on. We're going to put our batteries to try and ground power for now. Actually, battery bus. Smoking signs, fasten seat belts. We can watch our little pushback truck connect. It does take a while.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Let's bring my volume down a bit, it's a bit loud. So today we have our QANTAS Retro 737, obviously livery that does not fly anymore. I don't believe I was actually alive when this livery was actually around. But it looks cool, it's retro. We give ourselves a little bit of cabin lighting. So it will be getting dark. This is an evening night flight, so we won't be able to see much. But
bypass been inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready.
Okay, releasing parking brake.
Alright, starting the pushback, and you may spool them. Clear to start engines.
Thank you, sir. Starting engines. Fuel pumps on. Throw an electric hydraulic pump there. Gens are APU and engine bleeds are on. Going to turn off our packs. Our packs are already off, so that's good. Someone didn't shut down this aircraft properly last time. Who could that have been? And we're going to switch our engines to nidus to left, and we're going to stick on the ground. N1's coming up, waiting for 20 to 30. We may as well stick our brakes to RTO. Here we go, 19, it's good enough. Throw that in, wait for our gens to be ready. she goes. Throw that one in, and now we'll start engine
Alright,
1.
mate, operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Alright, mate, disconnecting toes, stand by.
Thank you, sir. Okay, moving through 15 of N1. There we go, add some fuel in there. We're going to add our flaps into flaps 5. Otherwise the takeoff config is going to yell at us, and we don't want that. Looks like we have... we haven't stabilized yet. Okay, I'm going to have to disconnect with this guy. Thanks for coming. Okay. Gens are on. Everything is good. Pitot heat's on. Been good. We can put our packs to auto, isolation valve to auto.
Disconnected, bypass pin, yeah, it's removed. I'll give you a thumbs up on the right and catch you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you next time. Turn off the APU. Taxi lights on, runway turn off lights on. Strobes to strobe and steady. Collision lights can come off. And that one can come off too. We'll go with that. We're going to put this, not that it really matters, but we just monitor that and put that to Gen 1. And I think we're looking good. Just have to make our move. He's not still waiting for us to... No, he's good. Awesome. Let's get going. Parking brake off, bit of power. Oh, hopefully we don't run him over. Touch more power. Oh, this it's taking a bit too much room up. This what is that even doing here? I'm pretty sure an Air New Zealand 777 is not going to actually land here. We're going to try to squeeze through here. Take out a couple of taxiway lights on the way. Actually, I think I started working on this airport, and these are actually the ones I put in here. So I actually put that 777 in here. So yeah. So we're taking off on 06, which is heading to the north, but that's apparently is where we take off into the wind. So now the 7.3s come into Ballina all the time. Relatively short runway, but they do it. I've flown in here many times. Welcome aboard, people. Thanks for joining me. Heading from Ballina to Sydney tonight, this evening. Let's see if we can turn this. Now, I was flying the 900 the other night, and I found that the tiller was really weird. It was more like a caster wheel, and it was really hard to control. So this 800, I just find the 800 to be more refined, if you know what I mean. Let's see if we can do a tight turn here. Oh, come on. Bring it around. Kind of screwed that up a little bit, but just into the grass a little bit. Apparently it's not really caring about that. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's line her up. looking pretty good. Let's stick our handbrake on for a moment. Bit of lights, runway turn off, lights off, taxi lights off, engines to continuous. That looks pretty good. Looking good. I don't think I've missed anything here. I think we're ready for takeoff. We're good. Off we go. Bring it up to and Toga. Come on, rudder's a little bit. Oh, she wants. She really wanted to come up there. Okay, positive rate, gear up.
400.
Start dialing in some of the flaps there.
1000.
There's Lennox Head down there.
1000 feet, stable, Mr.
And flaps are away. Landing gear to off and brakes to off. We're up and at 'em. Start our chrono. I always forget to do that. The sun is going down. We can see the highway over there. Pretty sure that highway is not lit that much. We'll be cruising at 30,600 and yeah, 36,700 actually tonight. Oh, good morning, Brad. Off we go. Bit of 737 love. Have you had your morning coffee yet? Okay, we are. I've had this control this aircraft for, you know, way too long. So let's throw on the autopilot. I hope you slept well after your big stream yesterday. So here we are into the soup. There's the Ballina Airport. We're in northern New South Wales, Brad, in Australia. Obviously, we're heading to Sydney. If we look at our progress page, it's 085. Okay, so it's really only about an hour flight. Wow. Anyway, that works pretty good for me on this Friday night. Oh, okay, we're popping in. I wish 6 hours of sleep never felt so short. 6 hours, that's all you need. 6 is enough sleep. I think I've had 6 hours sleep for the last 8 years. Okay, 10,000, that's us because we're in Australia. We're going to bring off these. Lovely. We can take our... Okay, autopilot, you know what you're doing. Looking good. So if we look up... Oh, what are you doing there? 1 second, you need to close you. You don't need to be up there. I'm new to the world of flight simming. Do you have any ideas of why my plane doesn't follow the flight plan after taking the LNAV, after take with LNAV activated? Well, for one, which aircraft are you talking about, Ricardo? Well, let's get rid of that. What are we doing? We're moving through 12,000. Everything's good, I think. I don't think I need to do anything else. See how we go. 737 standard. You know what you need to do, Ricardo? You need to go get the Zibo 737. I'm pretty sure the autopilot on the normal 73 is not the best, but you can go get the Zibo. It's totally free, and it's a really high standard, and you can fly it. This is what, and this is exactly. Oh, what's? What is that playing? I have no idea what's playing right now. What? Where's that coming from? Okay. For one, I think Twitch is open. Okay. That's better. Jeez. Nearly had a heart attack. Okay, we're good. So, yeah, Ricardo, get, are you laughing at me, Brad? No laughing. Yeah, go get the Zibo. This is what I'm flying right here. Let's head outside and have a quick look, see if we can. There we go. Looking fantastic. The retro, actually. Can't go wrong there. We are running totally stock weather, stock skies, and it's looking beautiful. Sometimes my FMC doesn't find airways and waypoints. Do you have the problem with the Zibo? See, the problem with that is the IRACs may be out of date as well. So I actually use a thing called Navigraph, which is, I can show you, but I think it's like $8 or something to get it. So yeah, there is a lot to know about doing this stuff. You have to look it up and ask people what's happening, and yeah, and especially if it's the standard 737, you're probably gonna find that you may come into problems. But go get the old Zibo. It gets updated like daily, so I'm crazy how much he updates this thing. Okay, let's Passenger Escobar. Okay, so let's have a look and see how we're going here. Let's range this out a bit. Top of climb is coming up. We've got 21,000. Still got a ways to go. What do we got? 60 nautical miles till top of climb, and we are we're heading inland a touch. Obviously very hard to see, and I was aware that this being a night flight that no one will be able to see anything, but night flights are super cool. You should get into them. Brad, you should get into them. Okay. I don't think I've missed anything. Sorry about the quick head movement. I try to make sure that I don't move too much. because I know that VR is hard to watch. I'm going to zoom out a touch more. We're going to see what's happening. There we go. Bit of a... That's what it looks like. Now, only problem with this route is that my my ortho doesn't go that far in to from the coast. Actually, it does, because I've got zoom levels 14 of all of Australia. And then I have 16 and 17 on the coast. So actually oh, some cars down there. So any other questions, Ricardo, just throw at me. If Brad's still hanging out, he's quite knowledgeable about this stuff. You probably know his streams because he's super famous. They call him Super Famous Brad. We are looking good. I don't think there's anything to do at the moment except for perhaps change that standard over there. The thing about these tubes, you just hang out and just cruise. Oh my God, I knew I'd get your attention. Actually, when I was following you today, I had the Twitch up here. I could watch. I was actually going to put a clip up of my cockpit with Brad in it, just up there, just hanging out there. Excuse me. Okay, let's take another look outside. Whoa. Yep, it's getting dark. Oh crap. Talk about immersion breaking. The only thing about doing night flights is you can't see. Spider on the wall, yeah. Hit him with the OP bow. You wouldn't know that. That's an Aussie ad. It's like an insect repellent ad. Hit him with the OP bow. So, what are we up to here? Why is that? Let's have a look at our progress. So yes, 8:59. Ah, okay, 40 minutes to go. Let's see, I'm not one to do the many hours of flying. I pretty much do a leg, and that's kind of me. Okay, while we're here, we may as well throw in our ILS for 3-4 left. 110.10. Oh, bam! It was ready to go. 110. 10. Thank you. I don't like you, iPad. You can go and sit over there. Yeah, it's pretty funny that I have the ortho for all of Australia and it's in 14. I need to learn Aussie to speak with you and continue. Yeah, you do. But, oh, you're getting it down though, mate. Actually, I got Smart Copilot. So myself and Continuum are going to be doing some Smart Copiloting together. In the Saab and in the Zibo, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Also, my brother Daz, he's actually finished his ATPL, so he's going to start going for the airlines soon, and he's going to come and do some smart co-piloting as well. It's going to be awesome though. I find the biggest thing about X-Plane is that's the problem is the multiplayer, but if you're doing smart co-pilot, it's probably the best multiplayer you can do, because FS Cloud and VATSIM, nothing looks right. Like, okay, airlines, yeah, you can get them pretty close, but as for GA, you can't really do too much. It's painful. We did our group flight last Saturday night, and Vagabones was in the ahead of me, and he was in a Baron 58, and yeah, his model was a 737. Awesome. What's the name of Brad's channel? Well, he's right there. So if you right click on his name, you should be able to grab Brad's channel there. He's very good, so yeah, definitely grab him. He I don't know where you're from, Ricardo, but he obviously flies in American evening times. So, although it's morning, isn't it? Yeah, he's not chucking a sickie today, so yeah, not that I know of, anyway. Okay, how are we looking here? 32,000. Top of climb is a little bit later than what we thought it was going to be, apparently. We do have a 80 knot crosswind at the moment. Really? Is it really making it? I don't think it's really doing much to us. Oh, she's dark out there. Oh, you're on YouTube. I don't know if Brad actually puts his stuff up onto YouTube at all. That's a good question. You can't see his messages. Ah, right. But you can see them on screen though, can't you? Up in the top left hand corner you can see Restream popping out text. Basically, yeah, it's BRAD with a capital M, so it's a capital B, capital M, Brad M, and then just go to Twitch and grab him. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Okay. Oh, you know what the problem is here? Why is it? Oh, that's great. Terrorist alert. Okay, what I'm going to do is seems to be really bright in here. Why is that? Is that that's that. Yeah, that's that. Still find it very bright. That's the panel. Is it the floods? Well, I guess it's still bright out there. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta spread the love. Okay, we're nearly at top of climb. Looking good. It's 8:14 in the evening. I did change the time a bit, so it actually is acting like it's daylight saving time, even though it is not daylight saving at the moment in Australia. So oh, I'm naughty. Oh, we're not at top of climb, so I don't have to take off the fuel pumps just yet. I was a bit premature when it comes down to it. What we do need is the meter for Sydney. So what I can do is open up the old plugins. I'm going to go up to Avatar, open him up. And we're going to go to airports. 1,000 to go. YSSY. I'm going to search that. No, we're going to hit tick. Sydney next. Now my only problem is I can't get it to scroll all the way down. So which is not cool because the meter is right down there. Oh. Here we go. Weather. Q1015. So where we got? One knot. That's nothing. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Okay, 1015. No worries. Love a bit of 1015. Now, I came across something today as well. Now, I haven't been using the dash for my my chats or anything like that, the Oculus dash. I was using Move VR for everything, and I was trying to find out why the dash was crashing. So this is great information if you do VR, because what I used to do was I used to use Google Chrome, and I found out that Google Chrome was the culprit of crashing Dash. So I got rid of that. Whenever I open up my chats now, I have it in Edge, so I use Explorer, and I found everything runs better. How's that? This as I get a judder. Not only does Dash not crash now, but everything is smoother. Like, it's just so much better. So yeah, stop using Google Chrome. Maybe even in general when you're flying, even in 2D. Google Chrome is not very friendly apparently. So go for the Edge. Friendly tip. I've got another tip for you actually, because I know, Brad, you fly in VR. Is if you happen to be flying along and you get those little judders that you see them in the headset, but you don't necessarily see them on stream. So what you do is you go into flight config here, and you open up I just open up like the weather settings for a second, hang out here, have a look around, make sure everything's been taken in, and then you go back and resume your flight. And I have gotten rid of the judders just by doing that. Right now everything is running just really well, like from where I'm sitting anyway. Can't see much out there though. Okay, we're doing our 0.78. We're looking pretty good. 36,000 feet. We don't really need to be setting this approach reference right now, but I like to break the rules, so we'll be coming in at 143. Our V reference here is 143. Love your work, thanks for coming. Yeah. Oh, well, see, Brad, I fly exclusively in VR, so I'm always tinkering and trying to find out how I can make things look better, throwing out mods and add-ons, and at the moment it's all running pretty good. I say that now, and before I know it, cabin pressure is going to go out the window and I'm going to be screwed. I have actually manually compensated when I've had problems. How's our wingtips ice on? It's minus 30. I don't know why they're not on. How are we looking for Yeah, we're quite a long way off. Don't you guys get tired with VR? Not really. I find flight simming's not really draining on your eyes. It's, apart from DCS, where you're actually, you know, turning sharp and doing loop-de-loops. No, I don't. I find my mouth gets dry because I just talk too much. Anyway. Oh, there we go. What's happening? I like... What's the attendant doing? Let's have it. No, she's not saying anything. Oh, yeah, of course you can. What are you doing, stupid, silly woman? I don't know why my logo... I like the logo light on. Leave it on. Okay. I'm really slack when it comes to the heading bug. Okay, where's our Navigraph? One second. There it is. Where are we? Let's bring it up here. And here we go. Oh. Wow, that was a bit of a zoom in and a half. That looks really good though. Okay, that looks good. So, we're coming in on sausage here. So, is it sausage? But basically we're going to come down, we're going to come kind of over the airport. This is Botany Bay here. I used to live here, right over here. Now I actually live over here, almost in the sticks actually. So we're basically going to come over the airport and we're going to come around here, down here, and then zap into the old famous 34 left, which is nice. So we're looking at 3000 here. Our ILS frequencies are already in. That's pretty cool. Looking good. We can leave that up actually. Actually, let's do... Oh gee, talk about it. So this is our route starting at Ballina here. I actually grew up right about here. This is Byron Bay. If you come to Australia, this is a place that everyone visits, Byron Bay. It's about there. If you want to fly into Byron, you fly into Ballina Byron Airport, which we flew out of. Coolangatta, Brisbane. So I used to live here. And now I live here. Actually, I live there. Thank you for the follow or subscribe. I don't know what it is. What I can do is have a look, see, here. Delta, thank you for the follow, mister. That's very awesome, really appreciate that. And I love Dash because you can just go in and see everything, your whole screen. So yeah, so we came out here, we're heading along the, pretty much this is called the New England, the Great Dividing Range, which goes all the way down the east coast inland of Australia there, and we're going to come down and into there. Let's bring this back up. Do I need this at all? No, I don't. So we could probably actually put that there and grab... Oh, the neck. The neck. Okay. Oh, looking good. What have we got outside? Nearly totally lost the sun for the day. How are we going for our top of descent? We're a long way out. Descent 109 nautical miles. It won't take too long. -30 degrees. looking good. Coming back to our legs page. We're pretty light today, actually. As far as I know, everything is running to plan. Let's go have a look outside again. Oops. Can you guys actually see that? Probably can actually see it better than me. As I said before, that livery is super old. I don't know when it was. It might have even been like the 70s, but it's super retro. But I just like it, so I just run it. Hey, GG, welcome back. Oh, and 2, welcome aboard as well. Good to see you guys. Great show. How clear are the instruments and gauges viewed through VR? Pretty damn good. I'm running at pixel density of 1.5 at the moment, but it's fine for me. Actually, with X-Plane, pixel density 1.5 is pretty much what you want to run. Anything after that, you just tweak the settings in X-Plane. So I can actually show you. Let's have a look here. I'll go into settings, ruining the immersion. So HDR is pretty good here. You can pretty much run your full maximum textures, so that's going to help your resolution. As far as anti-aliasing go, pretty much stick on here. Anything after that starts to kind of, you know, give you little tears and stuff. Now, if you're flying in the daytime, world objects, you don't really need them in VR, so you put them down to low. But at night time, you won't get lights if you don't put it on medium. And that's that really. Turn off those two. You're laughing. Okay, it is very dark in here. Very, very dark now. So you guys can see stuff. I'm going to bring up some lighting. Panel lights up. What have we got? It's a lot of light. I don't think we really need it, do we? I think we're good. I think it's better mood lighting if it's like this. What do you think? Thank you, Christopher, for the compliment. Really appreciate that. Remember, guys, if you do like the stream, throw us a like and a subscribe on YouTube if you're there, and if you're on Twitch, throw us a follow, and vice versa. I really appreciate it. It would really help me out, and then you'll be able to know when I'm actually flying again. But I'm really enjoying tonight. You guys have been really great. Now, the other thing about Navigraph is we'll jump in there again. So in Navigraph, we can go into flights. I hope this doesn't screw with my where are we? Oh, that's because I'm over here because that's what I was flying with Brad today. Okay. Wow, Brad, you live a long way away, man. Now, I haven't put in my actual route. I don't obviously have it here. So, Sydney is here. So we're coming down this way. Yep. How does the FMC automatically establish the top of descent? It just knows. it's a computer, so it just kind of does it itself, just depending on what your flight level is. Today we're doing, what were we doing? We're doing 36,700. So it just goes, okay, you're traveling from A to B, we're going up this high, and I know that we're going to have to go down. And it even, you know, obviously takes in and accounts for like wherever your route goes. So you might do a big loop down the bottom, and it just sorts it out. It's pretty smart like that. Currently we're doing a bit of a turn. I'm going to bring this back a bit just because, well, as we approach our top of descent, we are going to have to adjust our altitude here, otherwise we're going to fly straight through it. Now the good thing about the Boeing is though that it will actually make it start its ascent by itself, whereas an Airbus you have to actually do it. You have to make it do it. But what we're going to do is we're going to go into our plan, and we're going to go to legs page and click through here. We're going to bring ourselves back. So yeah, Soji. So we're going to be looking for 3,000. I probably won't care about picking any other altitude. I'll just drop it straight to 3,000. Oh, we have a bit of a judder there. So 3,000 is the plan. So get into our legs page, and we're going to zoom out a bit. There's heaps and heaps of videos out there on how to do the FMC, Ricardo. Actually, I did do a video on my YouTube a while back on like newbie's guide to getting the Zibo in the air. Got some flack too because I like did it newbie style and just started it up on the runway. Everyone's a critic obviously, but it's a good little guide because if you want to just get in and fly, it just kind of doesn't follow all the procedures, and you just gives you all the tools just to get going. So yeah, have a look for that if you'd like. It's definitely way dark out there. Wow. I better turn these up. It's really hopefully you guys can see the instruments better now. Yeah, it's pitch black now. The thing I like about night flights is you can't see anything. It's like all you can rely on is the FMC, obviously until you get close to an airport. And our descent is 49 nautical miles away, which is really not that far. So we'll watch that. I have to say, VR in the 737 is one of the best VR experiences. Actually, the Saab is really good too. Apparently, What if it's an Oculus thing just sticking up like that? But Navigraph is really cool. It's a great thing to have. What will happen is, as we get closer to our approach, we'll actually see the aircraft come in on this chart as well. Here's our top of descent. Do you think that the A320 is easier to learn compared to the 737? That's a good question. I don't have the A320. I have had one before, but that was like 15 years ago. I think the 737 is probably, off the top of my head, perhaps easier. I think the FMC is probably a little easier too, and Boeing's a little bit more hands-on, and the Airbus is a little bit more automated, so they like to kind of fly themselves. But the good thing is, 737 or A320 aside, you can get this for free. Any A320s, you pretty much have to buy them for a lot of money. I'm a Boeing person. I do need an Airbus, that's for sure. Okay, what are we looking at? Top of descent is 28 nautical miles. That's good. Oh, VR, what are you doing? It's good enough for me. I'm going to bring us down. This takes a while, so I may as well get started. I don't know if Brad's still there, but he could probably let you know more of that, because I haven't flown an A320 for quite some time. Now, this is probably not procedure for me to just go right down to my approach altitude, but I put it down there, and if I need to make some changes or vector myself, I just obviously bring it back to where I want it. This is just my little safeguard, so I don't actually forget to bring it all down. Wow, I'm surprised you guys are sticking in there with this, considering we cannot see anything. We've got a bit of a town down there. What are we looking at? I've really contemplated getting the 319 just because it's like the underdog that everyone doesn't like, and it's actually, for the people who fly it, actually really love the 319 and say it's an awesome aircraft. So I don't know why there's that much hate. I guess it was because the cockpit textures, but the people who really love it, they really love it. And I don't want to spend that money on the flight factor, because it's a lot of money, and it's not even complete itself. It does have its problems as well. Okay, we are nearly at top of descent. 10 nautical miles, how about that? What I do like to do is sit in the other. Wow, this is wow, I can definitely see the when you reach the top of the descent, the plane doesn't descend automatically, right? It does, yes it does, if you make sure that the altitude is lower than what you're at. So we're at 36.7. So now as we approach, we'll bring this in. What's going to happen is the auto throttle is going to bring it back. We'll see it, well, shortly. Basically, you've got to have the throttle back, because if you start making a descent and then you bring the throttle back, the plane's not going to want to slow down as much. So here we go. Here comes the auto throttle. Off she goes. Back she goes. Now obviously I'm going to have to monitor for drag. We'll have to see how we go. So this is our little profile here. We've got to make sure that that's all happening. It's obviously here as well. So off she goes. We're on our descent. How about that? Moving through 34,000. We're getting a slight push. Very slight, but it's mainly a crosswind there. 69. Whew. Landing in the dark is definitely another thing too. VR in the dark, some of the blacks are quite funny. Obviously I can see the reflections off this window and they're a little bit spongy, but if I look out the window, it's not too bad. It's most definitely immersive. So are Airbus popular in Australia? Yeah, we have do we still have Airbuses? I don't know, I haven't flown for a while. I have flown in one. We used to have a carrier called Ansett, and I actually flew to Ayers Rock in a A320. But I don't know. I don't know if we do. That's a good question. Maybe some other Aussie could tell me. Okay, as long as we hold on our profile, we are good. Now, we are a little faster than what we're supposed to be. Supposed to be 280. I'm pretty sure that will hold our profile, so we'll just won't worry about it. Otherwise, it's speed brakes for us. See, for a very long time, we basically had QANTAS and Ansett, and then after a while Virgin came in, and then Jetstar as well, and we've got another one, Tiger, I think it is. Okay. Now, to answer your question from before about do my eyes get sore, I think my eyes do get sorer in at the night time, whereas if it was a day flight, it wouldn't be as bad. So, and not only that, but it's also in the evening. Like actually, my time, it's like, what is it? I'll have a look. Oh, yep, it's past 11 o'clock, so it's getting later. Let's have a look at our progress here. 9:05. So we've basically got 20 minutes to go, so that's not too bad. It is a Friday night, so we can do that. Yeah, Jetstar. Do they Jetstar have Airbuses? GG? Excuse me. A Tiger Air have Airbuses. Ah, right. Yeah, right. I've never flown them actually. Looking good. 23,000. I have no idea what we're looking at there. I actually, well, that's not the coast either, is it? No, most definitely. We're inland a lot. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys flying at all tonight? Oh, wow, talk about a... You know what, we might be getting a lot closer. Yeah, we certainly are. Okay. Ah, that might be Palm Beach. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, we're definitely getting closer to Sydney. I think that's Palm Beach. It's just like... Maybe... I'm thinking... Yeah, most definitely. There's Vaucluse over there. Sydney Harbour Bridge is going to be here. We're actually going to pass right over it and the harbour, so we'll actually see the new landmarks are actually in here. You are on the opposite part of the world from where I am. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? The way the old internet works. We can be on different sides of the world but still hang out. It's very cool. Okay, we're still holding our profile, so that's good. Going through 18,000. Now, what was... Okay. So this is going to be Manly over here, and we're going to have a bit of a harbour. We're going to have to look out, looking this is the main highway headed up, I think. Now I have to remember the aircraft too. Oh, she's lighting up. Wow. Sydney Airport is definitely lit up. Yep, Jetstar in Gold Coast, Tiger Air, Melbourne. Yeah, right, cool. Interesting lights popping in here. Okay, we're moving through 15. We're going to start doing some stuff. We're just going to do it. Okay, we're going to put our engines to auto. We're going to, we haven't reached 10,000, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to throw on our lights. We're going to bring these on. Looking good.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Fasten seat belts. Coming down. Our profile is looking good. We're going to switch that there. 13,000 feet. doesn't look like we are needing our speed brakes. That's good to see. How are we looking outside right now? I'd like a better... Time for some coffee. Brad, sorry, seatbelts are on. Time for our descent. I'm sorry about, but no coffee, buddy. Okay, welcome to Sydney, Australia. Welcome to Sydney, Australia. I should use my American accent. Okay, looking good. We're not requiring any drag, no. No, we're still hanging in there. Or perhaps a bit. Let's give ourselves some speed brakes. Actually, you know what? Actually, we'll wait till we get under 240 and we can actually use a bit of... and throw in one flaps and get rid of our speed brakes. Okay. Oh crap. Oh. Get out of there, APU. How dare you. Okay. Let's we'll give one flap and we'll get rid of our speed brakes. There we go. I think I was a bit premature on the Harbour Bridge. We are coming up to it though. How are we looking? Okay. We're going to set brakes to 2. We set our ILS, didn't we? On 1010? Yep. Beautiful. Mate, I'm knackered. What do you mean? You just slept? Seriously, these Americans. Oh, look, there we go. The Sydney. Ah, Sydney. I really like these night flights. Brad, you got to do any more? You got to do some night flights, man. Come on. Now we do have Bankstown Airport over there, and there's Camden out there. There's Richmond way over there, the Air Force Base. Wow, this is a really nice approach. See, this is what you miss out when you only fly America. You miss out on... Look, it's the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. Oh. Let's get there, and now we need to change our 1017. Oh, we need some. Now this is going to be a. I think it might be a little bit of a tight turn. I'm loving this. I was doing night flight. Oh, you did too. I actually, yeah, I saw that. Wow. You did do it. It wasn't an evening flight. There we go. Good old Kingsford Smith. Actually, okay. I used to live just over there, just near the coast there. Just about there, so I was really close to the airport, and I used to come here, and just down here on the left side of 16 right, which is 34 left, which we're coming in on, you can sit there right where that green light is, but just closer to the runway. You used to be able to go there and watch the planes come in. I remember when the A380 first came in. God, I hope the aircraft's okay. I've been neglecting it. Amazing approach. Okay, so we need sausage. 3000, which We are set at 3,000, so we're going to come down. There's our star, the old Nashho. Probably coming in a little bit slower than we need to. Let's get rid of our speed brake. Yep, we need to be 6,000 at... Okay, now we're heading to Dudok, and that's 5.9, so we're looking good, I think. Now, since I got rid of that X-Vision, I haven't put on the enhanced lights again, so I need to do that too, because that actually makes it look better. Now, have I missed anything? Have I missed anything? I don't think so. I think we're doing okay. BREF is 143. As long as I'm on final about 180, I don't mind. Okay, we're coming... Now, there's a national park here, so we're not going to see too many lights around this little area. That's Wollongong down there, the Gong. And there's the M5... actually, that's not the M5, that's the Princess Highway. Gonna make our turn. Oh, just a little one. Perhaps we're going a little faster than what we are supposed to, because we have a we do have a bit of a tailwind here. That's going to change. Just have to really watch this tiller down here, because you don't want to have it turned when you hit the runway. Five, 4, Sojiets. I'm thinking, are we okay? Yeah, we're good. I am going to actually give us some speed brakes here. I want to be more controlled through this turn. Very dark. No, she doesn't want to slow down. No, it's coming down. So, just so we can see, oh, it's a bit hard to see really. Bit of a turn. Got a bit of a decel here as well. Where's our terrain radar? It's not going to bring them up much, because Australia does have little terrain. Yep, we're bringing back that profile. That is good. We need to be 3 at Soji. Are we going to be at 3 at Soji? 6 nautical miles. bring it down. I like that. So, does this mean... Yes, it does. Okay, we're going to put on our VOR lock. See if we can grab this. Thousand to go. Oh, there she is. Look at that. Oh, we're pretty much in there, aren't we? Okay. We're going to grab ourselves some more flaps. Looks like we're looking good. We are going to get rid of these though. Here comes Sydney. It's very, we're pretty close really, we're not far out at all. I don't know why we're turning right. You better bring it back, buddy, or I'm going to have to take over. What's it going to be? Talk about cutting it fine. We're going to need some speed brakes, I think. Bring it back. Okay, we're going to put our approach on. We want to grab this. Okay, we're going to take down some gear. That'll slow us down. Now we are looking for our it's quite the angle of attack, isn't it? Where our problem is we don't actually have the glide slope yet. Okay, what we're going to do here, we're going to pop up our speed a bit. See if we can grab this. Yeah, here comes our glide slope. We're coming in now. Just waiting for a glide slope lock here. There she is. Okay, now I'm happy to bring back get this all leveled out. Looking good. We're going to bring ourselves down to $15. You know what? Let's just get it happening. 25.
2,500.
And that should be 30. Hopefully we're all set. We've got the glide slope. We're coming in. You know, I rarely do an auto land, but I'm not going to do it here because this is Sydney. Okay, let's bring ourselves back to, what do we say? Our reference is 142. I'm going to actually not give it 142 because we have a headwind. 1920 to go. Good luck, guys, we're going in. Tree green, brakes are set, flaps are set, speed brake is set. We've got all our lights are set, we've got engines on continuous, single channel is happening. Looking good. 1380 to go. There's our middle marker, and I guess we're cleared to land. Okay. Disengage. Let's see if we can bring it down.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Workshop, as you said.
Looks like we've got a bit of a push from the right. Just keep her steady. Okay. Auto throttle, get rid of that. Now the biggest problem here is getting the reverses. Okay, we're a little bit off.
300. 200.
Oh, I looked at the throttle.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And keep that nose up. I don't think we're going to need the reverses. No, we're not going to even bother with the reverses. They're too hard to get anyway. Okay. See if we can grab this, clean up the flaps. Flight director's off. Okay, what are we doing here, Tiller? There we go, we landed. Oh nice, what a landing. Thank you, Brad. It's tough in the dark though. Silky smooth. We're gonna, hopefully we can go back and have a look. It is dark. What I might do is I might actually I will go park. It's looking really lovely out there actually. Oh, bring our landing lights off. Oh, keep it straight, Marlo. Oh, you can really see the Sydney Airport is actually flatter than this. I don't know why they've got all this like that. Looks like a definitely oh, a bit of a hill here. Yeah, well, we're going to get a bit of speed. Hang on. Let's get our APU going. Oh, do we check left, right? Oh, we're safe. Okay. Oh, we should have actually turned there. Oh well, we'll turn it next one. Wow, this looks really beautiful at night time. No, Brad, I only use the controllers. It's the only way to fly. And it's a lot harder. Okay, welcome to Sydney. It's fine. Let's grab one of these ones in here. I really enjoyed that flight. I really did. It was really good. Yep, all I'm using are these two little things and my pedals. I find it's just the only way to do it. I can't do it. Oh, I do it when I'm not in VR and I'm just doing FS economy or that type of stuff. Wrong way turn up lights should have been off. Okay, we're going to get ready to stop here. In we go. We are on a hill, that's funny. Okay, anyway, that's good enough. We'll stop there. Taxi lights. Let's just have a look at our aircraft from outside. Ah, oh, there she is. Good on you, baby. You did really well. Okay, I'm just going to leave that running, and we're going to quickly rewind ourselves. Hang on, guys. Hang on. We're going back. We're going back. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that landing. We're going to have a look. We're going to watch it in VR. Not in reverse though. We'll actually do it forward. So what I like to do is find out exactly where I land. And I like to get off to the side a bit and watch. Is that a little bit? Oh, maybe I'm not close enough. Okay, we'll see how that is. Let's go back. Yeah, we're not close enough, are we? Bear with me a sec there, guys. Okay, we'll pause it there. Let's get on the runway. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Oops, no. No, what am I doing? Replay. You know what? I don't know. I think we need to get closer. Let's get right up in the thick of it. Are we on the ground yet? No, we're not. Okay, let's get back a bit. Bear with me. I will have this. Stop doing that. I will have this sorted in a second. Am I on tomorrow? Tomorrow night we are doing a group flight from Hamilton Island down to Harvey Bay with 3 different aircraft. Something that does 150 knots, something that then a Super Cub, and then something like a PC-12. 3 legs. So we're going to start at about 9 actually, I think it's supposed to be. So that's what's going to happen tomorrow night. It's going to be fun because it's going to be a bit of a group thing, a bit of VATSIM and FS Cloud. I don't know if you can run them both at the same time though, can you? Okay, here we come. That was beautiful. Okay guys, I won't keep repeating that because that sounds a little bit self-indulgent. Okay, so what we're going to do is start killing everything. Our APU should have actually already been on, but we're going to get rid of our fuel. Turn off our hull. Actually, leave the engines on, that's okay. We can turn off our bleeds. We didn't put our APU bleed on. And we're going to take off our good old things there, and then I'm just going to basically start from the top. Your dampers are off. That's all off there. Come down here. We'll come back to this one. So yeah, APU still on. We'll get rid of our cabin utilities. We'll let people get out of here, and then let's get rid of all these. Leave them, they're okay. Packs, we'll leave them on auto. We'll leave that there, they're off. Okay, that looks pretty good. We can now shut ourselves down. Oh, that wasn't quite what I want to do, but I did it anyway. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me. That was a really enjoyable flight. I really did enjoy that, and you guys were lots of fun. So, yep, we'll obviously be doing more of these, not only in Australia, but over in the States on the West Coast and things like that, New Zealand. I love flying the 7.3, so I hope you guys enjoy the flights, and remember to throw us a like, follow, or subscribe, depending on which platform you're watching. I really do appreciate that, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the flip side.